Welcome and thanks for joining me right here on my channel. The solution is you. I hope that you are doing well. Now, if you are just stopping by and enjoy the content, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. With that, let me go ahead and get into today's subject. Now, the topic of today, 5 ways to show up and appear in charge. Now, number one, you want to always make sure you are walking swiftly. And the reason for this is you want to appear that everything is urgent, that you always have something going on, and that you need to be at a particular place within a certain amount of time. And you don't have all day to wait around. When you are walking swiftly, this lets people know that you don't have time for games and that you could be on your way to some important meeting, or you have to go pick up some money, or you have to meet with some important people who are going to be doing something that's going to be beneficial. Whenever you're walking slow, this gives the sense that you are lacking urgency, that you have nothing going on, so you don't have anywhere to be. And you definitely don't want to do that because you always want to make sure that people are taking you seriously. So each day, no matter what you're doing, you want to appear as if you are important and that you have things to do and that you don't have time to be jacking around. Number two, anticipate questions and drama. So no matter who you are with or where you are at all times, you want to always anticipate something catching you out of left field. And when you anticipate, you can plan better. And at any given time, I mean, there are so many different people who look to test you each day. And the last thing that you want to find yourself doing is fumbling and mumbling and not being able to counter someone when they come at you the wrong way. You never know when someone may, out of the blue, depending on where you're at, could be at the workplace, it could be at some social event, you could be at a party with some friends, and you need to set a positive tone and you want to let people know maybe this is a first impression type of event, and someone may catch you from left field just asking you a political question, or they may ask you something that is personal, trying to embarrass you. So you want to make sure you're always on top of your game by anticipating questions and any drama that may unfold. Number three, conversation. So when it comes to conversation, you need to be knowledgeable about most things. You also want to be truthful and concise. So let's talk about being knowledgeable. So when it comes to conversation, to hold a decent, valid, respectable conversation, you want to make sure that you are knowledgeable in most things, not everything, but in most things. And you should always be looking to learn other things and more things. So when it comes to conversation, the importance of having as much knowledge as possible is so that people can take you seriously and that you can build better connections. The more information you know, the more people will surround you and want to kind of pick your brain for certain things. And so you need to be the go-to person for whatever it is. This is how you build value. You also want to be truthful. So oftentimes people fabricate situations in order to pump themselves up to look like something that they're not. And some people will call your bluff. Sometimes they will ask you or lock you down on a particular subject. And if you are just blowing things up or not being truthful, it will show and it will come out eventually. So you always want to be truthful, because once you're found not to be truthful, then that's going to invalidate everything that you stand for and anything that you have to say going forward. Also, you want to be concise. Being concise has a lot to do with your value and validating who you are. And when you're not concise, say you're just rambling and rambling and rambling, this gives off a vibe that you could be hiding something, or you may not be knowledgeable about something. You kind of fumbling around trying to come up with an answer. And so this is not a good look. So you always want to be able to get in and get out of a situation. This also somewhat proves that you are experienced and that you are aware of not only your time but the person or people that you are speaking to. You value their time as well. So being concise, saying what you have to say, and to get in and out of a situation so that someone else can speak or so that you can move on to the next thing is very important. Number 4, advise. So with experience, there's wisdom, and with wisdom, you can go out and help many people. And you use your experience to guide others. And the more experience or wisdom that you have, the more people will gravitate towards you. And this gives you plenty of opportunity to advise and guide and lead people to where they need to be in order to get to your position. And so this makes everyone's lives easier, and you can build more value in the process. Number 5, listen. So listening is very important. And in order to listen, you have to be quiet. And so you want to make sure that when you are tapping into someone that is providing some beneficial information, some information that is going to make your life easier, it may provide more opportunity, it may put you on track to further your success. You want to make sure that you are listening. And also, this could be a situation that's preventing you from falling into a trap. So you want to make sure that you are listening, not over talking someone. I know each of us have experienced someone who you're trying to give them some information and they just over talking you. And so, that's an unpleasant experience, and it makes you just want to just stop saying whatever you're saying and just let this person talk, or you just want to walk away from them altogether. So make sure that you are listening, because this says to a person that you are being genuine, that you are considerate, and that you are willing to hear what they have to say, and that you're bringing yourself down a notch in order to let this person feel like they're providing some sort of value. And both of you can win when there is a willingness to listen. And I know that I said that I would give you 5 ways to show up and appear in charge, but let me go ahead and throw in a bonus. And so the bonus is to be vulnerable. Too often, if you are coming off too hard, this will come off as being insecure. So you don't want to be insecure or show as if you're insecure, because this should be very obvious. People won't take you seriously. They are less likely to listen to what you have to say. And it's just not a good feeling to be around someone who is insecure, because you never know what the next move will be. You never know. Usually, this is someone who's acting irrational, and people who act irrational usually don't make good decisions. And so, you want to make sure that you have charisma, because charisma attracts, and a natural attraction comes from you understanding who you are and being comfortable with that. And this is what this channel is all about, is being comfortable with who you are, going out, helping others, and having as much fun in the process. I thank you for listening to me today. Please understand that the solution is you. With that, have a great day.